Hi everyone, Rachel Jensen here, broker owner of Luna Realty Belize on the beautiful island of Ambergris Caye. If you are new to our channel here, today we're going through the inbox. This is when we gather the questions that were asked from folks like you who want to know more about the real estate market here, what life is like in Belize. Today we're on question number 11. If you're new to the channel, go back to the channel, watch the videos that we've answered in this series before. It'll be very helpful for you as you're navigating life and real estate here in Belize. So with that being said, we're going to jump into question number 11. And this is a great question that was asked by Lucy. And she says, I have never been to Ambergris Caye before, but I'm thinking about owning real estate there. What should I know about the island? Great question, loaded question. We're going to break it down. Lucy here is asking specifically about what she should know about the island. If you want to know what to know about real estate in Belize, we have answered that question before, so go back through the channel in the inbox to find that answer. But we're going to be talking about what you should know about the island here. Ambergris Caye, it's about 26 miles long, 1 mile wide at its widest point. It's one out of about 300 plus islands off the coast of Belize mainland, and it's also the #1 island for tourism and for expats. We see over 70% of the tourists who are coming into Belize come to Ambergris Caye at some point. One of the big reasons is because of the diving and the fishing and the snorkeling. Right off of the coast, we have the Belize Barrier Reef. It's the largest living reef in the world. So we attract a lot of water lovers, people who want to experience the water. With that being said, it is a Caribbean destination. A lot of folks have really compared it as like a Key West from the 70s or the 80s. You mix that with that Caribbean flair where you have the soca music, you have reggae, you have a lot of different types of music. You're adding that Jimmy Buffett, of course. And so you get a really unique flair. Because Belize is made up of 7 different cultures, we do have a lot of people from all over. So it's neat to have this great melting pot, this great culture. It's unique here. Note that although it is a Caribbean destination, it is very, very different from the Bahamas or Bermuda or British Virgin Islands or US Virgin Islands. Although it is a Caribbean country, remember, we are still part of Central America. So we have a big Latino population here, Mayan population, Garifuna, we have Mennonites, we have folks from all over the world, really, but it's a really unique melting pot here that we find on the island. And because of the location, we do tend to find, also English is the official language, we do tend to find a lot of people who come here who don't necessarily know Spanish but want to learn it. Now, Belize is still a fairly young country. In 1981, they gained their independence from England. And so it's still fairly new in the tourism market, right? So over the last 15 years, Belize has really started to enter the radar for a lot of people as they're looking at Caribbean destinations, places that they can go fish and snorkel and dive. But I do want to clear up a couple of misconceptions. One is that we don't have these beautiful beaches all along the entire coast of the island here. When you get to the west side of the island, you find beaches like this. This is like the secret beach area. However, if you're on the east side of the island, which is where the reef is, do expect seagrass, expect sargassum to come times of year, because we have such an incredible part of Mother Nature that Belize is very anti-removing the living seagrass. They're not going to be dredging just to build beaches for people to swim in. They really are preserving what we have here naturally. So I get that question a lot, is I want to go see all the beautiful beaches of Ambergris Caye. Okay, great. You go to the west side, there you're going to be finding the secret beach area. You'll find the waters like the top left over here, but you're not necessarily going to find that all along the coast. And that is so important for you to understand. In addition, Belize is a little bit grittier. We are not, we're still developing. We're still going through those infrastructure improvements. Roads, for example, maybe a little potholey, definitely aren't paved all the way. So expect to have a little bit more of an experience when you come here. With that also being said, we drive golf carts. On Ambergris Caye, you will find some privately owned vehicles like cars. You will find taxi cabs, which are the minivans here. But most people here do drive a golf cart or ride a bike. So don't be expecting to import your vehicle or importing your brand new Tacoma that you just got here into the country and then bring it over to the island. That's likely not going to happen. I always encourage people to come and visit before they decide to own property. One of the big reasons is because people come down and absolutely love it. Some people come down and don't think that they feel the same way they did about it before they come. And that's fine. We understand this country isn't for everyone. If you're coming down and you're expecting exactly like it is in the States, or exactly like it is in Bahamas, when you love your time in Bahamas, you are going to be disappointed, because that's not what this culture is about. Here, it's a lot more laid back, a lot more relaxed. It takes time to get things done. A lot of things are done based on relationships here. So it's important for you to get to know people. And it's going to be important for you to put that time in to really integrate into the community here. Personally, I love Ambergris. It's where I've been for the last 11 years. That's why I can continue to stay here, why I continue to talk about the place. There certainly are challenges, ups and downs, and times I'm like, what the heck am I doing here? But then at the end of the day, I remember that it's really the people, it's the community, it's the reason that I stay, and I continue to welcome people here to meet the island. So if you want to learn a little bit more about the country, feel free to reach out. Happy to go through island living with you. If you want to talk about real estate, happy to do that too. You can reach out to us, info@Luna Realty Belize, to get in contact with us. We'd love to chat with you more, and hoping to see you down here on the island at some point. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.